Do we ever think about how feminism actually became a bad word? I mean, it happened, but how did we go from the women's suffrage movement and all of that happened and all the strides, and now feminism is seen as a curse word? As a matter of fact, you could probably say a curse word 10,000 times before you say feminism and it would be received better. Feminism is the belief in and advocacy of political, economic, and social equality of the sexes, expressed especially through organized activity on behalf of women's rights and interests. That's the Webster's version. But if you think about it, throughout time, it has become like this very bad taste in everyone's mouth. Really and truly, feminism means advocating for girls and women. And that in itself should not curdle people's stomachs. And if it does, why does it curdle the world's stomachs? Think about how half of the world's population is women and girls. And that is a huge chunk of people. They're the people who bring life into this world. Every last person in that is in this world, that is buried on this world, that has ever lived in this world, and some that didn't even make it to this world, are all taken care of in a body of a woman. So when you think about how, because we have gained some rights, not all, we don't have full reign of the place, although things have changed in a really big way for women. Some of it's good, some of it's bad, but in itself, saying that feminism is bad because of our gripes with it. Our gripes are that it's made women more masculine, that it's taking moms out the home, that it is it broke down our family structure. On the flip side of that, we have to remember why feminism even began. It began because of the love of women, non sexually, for their daughters, mothers, cousins, sisters, grandmothers, and women before and after them. Their love poured out so much for women that they did not want to see them going through not the thought of a bad relationship and a bad life journey, but the knowledge that that is where their world would be headed. And a lot of times, only women could see that aspect because they were the only ones having to be in a role where you were seen as non-person. Okay, it's when you were seen as less than, is when you were seen as only your husband's responsibility. Now, if you had the most amazing husband that walked the face of this earth and he thought about you and nurtured you and cared for you on a daily basis and he provided for you, he protected, he did all of those things, then that's one thing. And I know that the world wants to assign every man and every woman to that husband. But the truth is, a lot of men fell short of that. A lot of women dealt with alcoholism, abuse, financial abuse, abuse on their children, and things that were economically and just health wise a burden on her, and there would be no escape. And that's where the advocacy came from. It was advocating that she have an out. Everyone deserves an out. Now, the family structure was an amazing one if headed by the right man. Unfortunately, what women have found over time is that not every man was up to the job. So I today am very proud of women. I know that we have some really, really tough conversations to have, and we have to make a playbook and a really solid plan for where we see ourselves in 300, 400 years. We have to think through those things. But as of today, I am definitely proud of being one of the women who love and advocate for women and girls today and forever.